For years, a young man waited for someone to change his life. He waited for the perfect opportunity. He waited for motivation. He waited for someone to believe in him. He waited for success to arrive. He waited for life to finally begin. Days became months. Months became years. And nothing changed. Then one day, he realized a painful truth. Nobody was coming. No mentor was going to magically appear. No opportunity was going to knock on his door. No one was going to rescue him from the consequences of his own inaction. The life he wanted would only begin when he decided to take responsibility for it. What if you're waiting for something that will never come? What if the breakthrough you've been hoping for is actually waiting for you to act first? Tonight, we'll explore one of the harshest but most liberating lessons in Stoic philosophy. Nobody is coming to save you. And the moment you accept that truth may be the moment your life finally changes. Many people spend their lives waiting. They wait for confidence before taking action. They wait for the perfect plan before beginning. They wait for circumstances to improve. They wait for someone to guide them. At first, waiting feels reasonable. It feels responsible. But over time, waiting becomes a habit. And habits shape destinies. The tragedy is that life rarely rewards those who endlessly prepare without acting. The future belongs to those willing to move despite uncertainty. The Stoics understood that action creates clarity. Waiting rarely does. Every day spent waiting for ideal conditions is another day reality continues moving forward without you. One of the biggest illusions people believe is that someone else will eventually solve their problems. A better boss, a better relationship, a better government, a better economy. While external help can certainly improve circumstances, the Stoics warned against becoming dependent on it. Why? Because dependence places your future in someone else's hands. The more responsibility you give away, the less power you retain. Real freedom begins when you stop expecting others to carry burdens that belong to you. The moment you reclaim responsibility, you reclaim control over your direction. Epictetus was born a slave. Few people faced circumstances more restrictive than his. Yet he became one of the most influential Stoic philosophers in history. He did not wait for perfect conditions before developing wisdom. He focused on what remained within his control. His mindset demonstrates a timeless truth. You may not control your starting point, but you always control your response. The world may be unfair. Circumstances may be difficult, yet responsibility remains yours. And responsibility is often where power begins. People often confuse responsibility with blame. Stoicism separates the two. You may not be responsible for what happened to you. You may not be responsible for every hardship you face, but you are responsible for how you respond. This distinction changes everything. Blame focuses on the past. Responsibility focuses on the future. Blame asks, "Whose fault is this?" Responsibility asks, "What can I do now?" One creates helplessness. The other creates action. And action is where change becomes possible. Many people are afraid of responsibility because responsibility removes excuses. As long as someone else is responsible for your situation, you can avoid difficult decisions. You can blame circumstances. You can blame your past. You can blame other people. But the moment you accept responsibility, the spotlight turns toward you. Suddenly, the question is no longer, "Why is this happening to me?" The question becomes, "What am I going to do about it?" That question is uncomfortable because it demands action. Yet it is also empowering because it returns control to your hands. The Stoics understood that power begins where excuses end. The moment you stop waiting for rescue is the moment you begin building strength. There are two ways to live. The first is as a victim of circumstances. The second is as the owner of your response. Victims spend their lives focusing on what they cannot control. They become trapped by events, opinions, and obstacles. Owners focus on what remains possible despite difficulty. They do not deny reality. They simply refuse to surrender their agency. The Stoics constantly practiced this mindset. Whenever something difficult happened, they asked a simple question: what part of this situation is still within my control? That question transformed obstacles into opportunities for action. It shifted attention away from helplessness and toward responsibility. One reason people wait so long is because they believe there will eventually be a perfect moment to begin. A day when fear disappears. A day when confidence arrives. A day when uncertainty no longer exists. But that day rarely comes. Life does not hand out guarantees. Every meaningful step contains risk. Every worthwhile pursuit contains doubt. The perfect moment is often an illusion created by fear. The Stoics understood that action must come first. Confidence is usually a result of action, not a prerequisite for it. The people you admire were not necessarily more prepared than you. Often, they were simply willing to begin before they felt ready. The world does not owe you success. It does not owe you opportunity. It does not owe you fairness. At first, this sounds harsh, but hidden inside this truth is freedom. Because if the world owes you nothing, then you stop wasting energy on resentment. You stop waiting for special treatment. You stop expecting life to arrange itself according to your preferences. Instead, you focus on making the best use of what is already available. Marcus Aurelius repeatedly reminded himself to work with reality rather than complain about it. Complaints rarely change circumstances. Action often does. Hope can be powerful, but passive hope can be dangerous. Passive hope says, maybe things will improve. Active responsibility says, I will do everything I can to improve them. The difference between these mindsets determines the direction of a life. Many people spend years hoping for change while repeating the same behaviors. They hope for better health while neglecting their habits. They hope for success while avoiding difficult work. They hope for confidence while refusing to face fear. Eventually, they discover that hope alone is not enough. Hope becomes valuable only when combined with action. The Stoics never rejected hope. They simply refused to let hope replace responsibility. One day, the young man stopped waiting. He stopped waiting for confidence. He stopped waiting for permission. He stopped waiting for the perfect opportunity. And something surprising happened. His life did not suddenly become easier. His fears did not disappear overnight. The obstacles remained. The uncertainty remained. The possibility of failure remained. But for the first time in years, his life began moving forward. This is what many people fail to understand. Progress does not begin when circumstances become perfect. Progress begins when you decide to move despite imperfection. The Stoics believed that action itself creates momentum. A small step forward often teaches more than months of hesitation. The person who acts gains experience. The person who waits gains excuses. Eventually, the gap between them becomes enormous. Not because one was more talented, but because one chose movement, while the other chose delay. Marcus Aurelius ruled an empire filled with problems he never asked for. Wars, political conflicts, disease, betrayal. Yet he understood something essential. Complaining about reality does not remove responsibility. Every morning, he reminded himself that difficult people and difficult situations would appear. Instead of wishing life were different, he prepared himself to face it. This mindset is rare today. Many people spend years wishing circumstances would improve before taking action. The Stoics reversed this approach. They improved themselves first. They strengthened their minds first. They accepted reality first. And because of that, they became capable of handling whatever reality brought them. Imagine what becomes possible when you fully accept that nobody is coming to save you. Suddenly, you stop waiting. You stop looking for a miracle. You stop expecting motivation to appear out of nowhere. You stop believing that someone else will solve problems that belong to you. And in that moment, something powerful happens. You become responsible. Responsibility sounds heavy, but it is actually liberating. Because responsibility means your future is no longer entirely dependent on luck, circumstances, or other people. It means your actions matter. It means your choices matter. It means your effort matters. The moment you stop waiting for rescue, you discover strengths that were hidden beneath years of passivity. Every day, people unknowingly wait for salvation in different forms. Some wait for the perfect relationship. Some wait for financial success. Some wait for recognition. Some wait for a sign from the universe telling them it is finally time to begin. But life rarely works that way. Most transformations happen quietly. They happen when someone wakes up and decides to take one small step forward, then another, then another. There is no dramatic rescue, no heroic arrival, just consistent action repeated over time. The Stoics understood that greatness is built through daily choices, not through waiting, not through wishing, through action. So remember the lesson that changed the young man's life. Nobody is coming. Nobody is coming to save you. And that is not bad news. It is freedom. Because if nobody is coming, then the power to change your life has been in your hands all along. You do not need permission. You do not need perfect conditions. You do not need certainty. You only need the courage to take the next step. The Stoics believed that a person's life changes the moment they stop focusing on what they cannot control and start acting on what they can. Your future is not waiting for a hero. Your future is waiting for you. If this message helped you see your life differently, make sure you subscribe, because subscribing is free. And the next lesson may arrive exactly when you need it most.